Hi, this is Eric with Stormtrooper Ranch. I was asked today to do a comparison on the AM 1.0 to the 3.0. I have a page that's called, I believe it's called AM Helmets and Their Differences. It's on Facebook, and it shows you all the differences from the AM 1.0, AM 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 4.5, and it tells you the differences. But I can show you some differences on the difference on the 1.0 and the 3.0. For one, this is the 1.0 and this is the 3.0. So the gold stripe is the 3.0. It didn't come with a gold stripe, it's just a custom thing I did. The main thing you might notice is the dome. The top of the dome on this is rounder and this is flatter. When I turn it sideways, you'll see that a little better. They're both a three-piece helmet, so it has a one-piece cap, one-piece back, and then the face, and then the ears, of course. But another difference on this is the 1.0 had no drill dimples underneath the ears, so when you put it together, some of the newer people building helmets, those drill dimples help you to construct the helmet. The 1.0 did not have that. The 3.0 does have the drill dimples in it, so when you're building it, it's easier for the novice builder. So another difference on these helmets is the space between the outside here and the outside of the hole for the mic tip on that side. The 1.0 is actually about 6 1/8 inches, where the 3.0 is at 6 inches. So the 1.0 is a little bit larger than the 3.0, not by much, but you know, 1/8 of an inch is huge when it goes on your head. So let's turn these sideways, and we can see the difference of those. I don't know if you could tell the difference. I'll get it even here. But this has a flatter dome here than this one. This one's more round. Hopefully you can see that. But that's a huge difference in this. He went from the round dome to the flatter dome, trying to make a little more screen accurate helmet. He was having trouble with the 501st, and no matter what he did, they would complain about it. And so he would try to appease them and work his way towards making them happy, which costs him tons of money. And when you're talking about AM's molds, they're solid metal molds that he makes. They're not plaster Paris or anything like that. He makes them out of a solid aluminum, I believe they're aluminum molds, which cost him, I believe he told me at one time that one mold for the helmet was like $10,000, and then the ears were another $8,000 or $9,000. So just the molds themselves. And then he has the plastic custom made, so it gets very expensive for him to make helmets. He doesn't make the black ones right now anymore because he has to order about $8,000 worth of plastic in each color to be able to make them. The other differences on these helmets, again, like I said, is size. The AM 1.0 is slightly larger than the 3.0. 3.0 is slightly larger than the 4.0. So they're getting smaller as he progressed in his manufacturing. So he went from the FX to the 1.0, which was 1.0 was this size here, a little bit larger helmet for us bigger guys. And then he went to the 2.0, which is a slightly smaller, not much, to 3.0, up to the 4.0, then the 5.0. 5.0 is the smallest one so far, or 4.5, I'm sorry, not 5.0. His 4.5 is the smallest one, but still has the same size opening in the bottom, so us larger guys can still wear his helmets. But other than that, there's not a whole lot more major differences in the 1.0 from the 3.0. When you get to the 4.0, the traps and the tiers did change. They are not as symmetrical as these. These ones, the back traps are about exactly the same size, and the side traps, one side is slightly smaller than the other. But on the new 4.5s and 4.0s, the back traps are actually two totally different sizes. One's a lot larger than the other, and same with the front traps. One side is much larger than the other side. So there is subtle differences on his helmets. They're all beautiful. These are my favorite helmets that I have, mainly because they're so thick, so durable. It's hard for anyone else to compete other than like FX or Master Replicas. I would say theirs are comparable to thickness. Of course, theirs aren't ABS. They're injection molded, but these are ABS pulled helmets, and they're absolutely gorgeous. This shine that you see is what comes with his helmets. There's no polishing done on these. This is what you get. So, yeah, hopefully he'll make more down the road. Hopefully this video showed you the subtle differences in these two helmets. As far as the paint job goes on these, it's what I chose to do. It's not what he recommended. He did send decals for the traps and tiers and the tube stripes. I chose to paint them all. So my tube stripes on this one is silver, this one is black, and these are flat black traps and tiers on both of them. So anyway, those are my decisions. They did come with a decal, which I chose not to use. Now he does make a matte black decal for his 4.5 helmets, but they won't fit on this helmet because there's such a dramatic change in the decal size. So anyway, hopefully that helped you, and hopefully I'll do some more comparisons down the road on some of his other helmets, and you can see the differences. Maybe I'll do a 1.0 compared to a 4.5, and you can see how those look. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video. See you later.